Yoshimoto's Jimotogaku. Jimotogaku, or local learning, also called neighborhood studies, is a method for realizing region and community building in rural areas that are facing difficulties such as depopulation and livelihood struggles. This is only possible if the community itself is given a voice. Hence, the Jimotogaku movement is driven by the local population, or the people from the land, who receive support and insights from outsiders or people of the wind. This approach brings out the region's potential as well as the potential of the local community and visitors alike. Keeping the idea of thinking globally, acting locally in mind, communities are encouraged to start small because their actions will eventually contribute to a better environment on a global scale. Jimotogaku practice consists of 3 stages: researching, thinking and creating. By looking at what is already there instead of asking for something that is unavailable, the local community becomes aware of the characteristics of the land and their own unique lifestyle. This realization leads to a better understanding of what is at their own feet, which in turn stimulates locals to accept change, think about original ways to embrace the area's unique culture and create new things with the natural resources already present. Jimotogaku practice originated in Minamata, a coastal city in southern Japan that has long suffered from the problem brought about by the Minamata disease. Tetsuro Yoshimoto, at the time a local government official in Minamata, developed the concept of Jimotogaku during the 1980s. The city of Minamata is still strongly associated with the Minamata disease, the outbreak of which took place in 1954 and was caused by methyl mercury dumped in the Bay Area by the chemical company Chiso. Once ingested, organic mercury can cause hearing and speaking impairment, numbness in limbs, convulsions, and eventually death. Despite a quick discovery of the cause, no measures against the pollution were taken until 1968. Especially local fishermen who ate the poisoned fish and shellfish in the Shirinu Sea on a daily basis were heavily affected. While to the outside world the Minamata disease incident seemed to be mainly a health issue, the social tragedy that arose due to discrimination of the patients could not be ignored. Communities in the city and in the mountainous, agricultural areas of Minamata knew little about the disease, and the misunderstandings and adversity between communities grew. Moreover, the fact that over a quarter of the Minamata population's livelihood depended on the Chiso factory tore families apart. In the 1980s, Mayor Mr. Yoshi realized that social ties needed to be restored again. Mr. Yoshi called this action Mo Yainaoshi. It originally means connect ships or do something together. Yoshimoto was inspired by the words of Iko Sugimoto, a Minamata disease patient. "I cannot change others, so I will change myself." As such, the practice of Jimotogaku was born in the city of Minamata, worked hard to rebrand itself. Minamata decided to start revitalizing the city with its environment. Minamata adopted the ISO 14001 environmental management system successfully and became an eco-town in 2001. Winning the Japanese Eco-City contest in 2004 and 2005. Special achievements of Minamata's environmental policy include a rigid waste separation system, eco-shop certification for several craftsmen, and the Environmental Meister program. The Meisters program was implemented in 1998, having identified 32 Meisters, German for master, who produce healthy, safe, environmental friendly and organic products. Minamoto also focused on available resources at their feet and found high potentials of the local area. Especially carefully did research for where your water comes from and where it goes to. Found out that the water comes from mountains in Minamoto and goes through the rivers in Minamoto, then goes to the sea in Minamoto. Minamoto realized that sharing the water is caring the society, and it is the key for the sustainable future. In awe of nature and thankful for its blessing is the way in which man has been living in harmony with its unique surroundings. This way of living has a long history of skillfully using and bringing out nature's potential without damaging it. We inherited ancestral wisdom that stood the test of time, hence, our task is to decipher its meaning. An example of Jimotogaku is the transformation of the whole village of Kagamishi in Minamoto City into a living museum. Kagamishi struggles with an aging population and a decline in agriculture and forestry. Residents of Kagamishi believed at first that there was nothing there. But while practicing Jimotogaku, they started noticing the things they had overlooked before and realized the value of everyday objects or actions they took for granted. As a result, the village of Kagamishi was designated as a living museum in 2002 and has attracted over 3,000 visitors. Visitors are guided around by life curators who share local wisdom and traditional skills. Moreover, local social entrepreneurs have taken the Jimotogaku lesson to heart and continue to create new things through social ties and shared values. One of the many examples is Minamu Kitchen, a community restaurant where only local food is served. Like in other places around the city, there is a small book corner with reading materials from the library. The tea and vegetables are directly bought from local farmers, and the rice is grown by the Minamu community itself. In the restaurant, several local events are held or promoted that open up new opportunities. What Jimotogaku aims at is to create a local community in which people, nature and economy are healthy and vibrant. However, it should be noted that economy has three dimensions: money economy, community-based economy, and self-supported economy. Jimotogaku aims at realizing the above-mentioned three forms of health as well as the three types of economy. In these days of global recession, people start to recognize the importance of revitalizing their own local community with their own effort and actions based on a deep understanding of the potential of their local area and the local people themselves in order to make the region sustainable for the future. If they do not do it themselves, their local community will be swallowed by the greater external powers. The meaning of Jimotogaku is to investigate your own area. What we need is to develop the capability of local communities and organizations to overcome our own problems ourselves with creative mindsets.
教育とは、英語でエデュケーションといい、言語はラテン語です。エデュカーレと言います。意味は引き出すという意味です。地元学は、地域の持っている力、人の持っている力を引き出していきます。 で、あと調べた人しか詳しくならないから、自分たちで調べ、それを考えて、地域づくりなどに役立てていくというのが地元学です。